First bend, I got it all lined up. It's still hot from welding. So for this square tube bending die, I want to be able to bend 1-inch square tubing. So I've got some 4.5-inch diameter by 6mm wall round tube. I'm going to cut a ring out of it just over 1 inch wide, like 1 1/8 inches. Then I'm going to plate the ends so that there's like a little wall around the side to keep the square tube on the jig or on the die. So I want to be able to bend this in my Harbor Freight 20-ton press with that metal bending jig that I made. I'll link to that video up here. So I'm going to cut this tube out, get everything, all the pieces cut, and then we'll get to welding together. And of course, the Art Captain equipment to be putting in the work today between the CUT55MP and the MIG250. This whole project should come together hopefully nice and easy and hopefully pretty quick because it is stupid hot here. All right, so to cut this round tube, I've got the Art Captain CUT55 MP on a table over there, right on the edge of your screen there. This thing's set to, what, 45 amps, like 55 PSI. We'll start with that and see how it does cutting this round tube. Hopefully I haven't had too much coffee today because I don't have a straight edge that's round to keep me on track. So I'm gonna be freehand cutting this thing. See how well that goes. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna be taking it probably just like a little bit at a time because I've got it stops in the bench so that the tube at least can't roll off the bench, but I can still turn it. So we're gonna be doing this just a little bit at a time. Maybe, hopefully. And that thing is cutting smooth. Right through it like butter. Now I am cutting it wide. I'm going wide of the line. I'll just have to grind it down later. Just taking it slow. This CUT55MP is cutting this thing so nice. And guys, honestly, this is my first time cutting tube with a plasma cutter. So if you have any suggestions how to make this a little bit easier, you got to remember too, I'm also trying to do this for the camera, so I'm kind of in an awkward setup. But yeah, it's working. I cannot be happier with the way this CUT55 is cutting this thing. If you want to check out Art Captain's equipment, I'll leave a link down below. Use my discount code MoonBuilt and you get 5% off your entire purchase over at Art Captain. Check them out, guys. Their equipment is amazing. All right, this should be the last cut. She cuts, definitely cuts. So there, not a bad cut. My very first time cutting round tube with a plasma cutter. The settings were actually pretty close. There's a lot of dross, not a whole lot, but there's some. But it cut really, really nice. So I'm gonna clean this up and then we'll, actually I'm gonna cut it in half. Then I'll clean it up and we'll get on to the next step. All right, so now that the CUT55MP is done making quick work of that round tubing, I did cut some, I have some other round tube. This is gonna be where the Harbor Freight 20-ton press, little press die comes down on there. Press guide, I guess, and this will lock into place. And then, yeah, so I got this tacked together. I'm gonna finish weld this out, and then I'm gonna take some flat plate and make like a couple side pieces for it. It's also gonna come down and act as a bit of a fence to keep the 1-inch tube on the die, keep it from walking off there. But yeah, this is gonna be the die for bending 1-inch square tubing. And then once I get this welded up, before I weld the sides on, there's one more thing I gotta do, and that's gonna be use my homemade slip roll or my homemade ring roller to make another part for this. So let's get this welded out and then I'll show you that bit. Not too bad. All right, so I'm not sure how true this is, but supposedly when you're bending square tubing, you need to have a way to create like a divot or like a dimple on the inside radius of the bend on the die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some, I got some round, it's like 1/4 inch round bar. I'm going to put in my DIY little homemade ring roller here, and I'm going to roll it so that it bends to match this radius. And I'm going to weld it, just tack it on right in the center on the die, and that way when it's pressing down on the tube, it should hopefully create like a pressure point and create a divot that'll just help that square tube bend. And that should hopefully, the idea is keep it from like the sides like bowing out, or keep it from like compressing and getting all kinds of distorted. We'll see. Let me give it a try and see how it turns out. So like I said, I'm just gonna roll the round stock through here until I get it close to matching. Now, this is only 1/4 inch. I could probably just bend it around the die, but I made this tool, so might as well put it to use, right? You can see it just rolls that bar. We'll just keep going until that kind of matches. If anything, it'll get it close and it'll just help to form it. It's almost there. It's about as far as I can go because it's hitting the lip, but at least got it close. And now it won't like straighten out on me as easily, or I won't have to fight it as much when trying to weld it to that outside radius. All right, I've got all that tack welded into place. So I clean it up a little bit, get that little burr off there, a couple of little spots. What I want to do now is I'm going to make these side pieces. What these are going to do is basically weld onto the side, give it a little bit more beef, a little bit, hopefully, to keep this from distorting, which I'm not really worried about. It's pretty thick stuff. But what it's going to do is, you can see right there, it's going to create like a little lip on both sides for that square tubing to help hold it in place. So I weld those on. I'm going to try to weld it all on the outside and not directly onto, maybe just tack it to the inside. We'll see. Just to hold it, I'll probably weld it down on the inside, or down inside here rather than inside here. So, but I got to cut the other one out, and then we'll be able to test this thing. First bend, I got it all lined up. It's still hot from welding. Let's sure everything looks like it's lined up well. Let's bend some 1-inch square tubing. Oop. So the idea didn't work as I thought. So not enough of a lip. But yeah, I guess I need more of a lip on the sides to fully enclose that. Great. All right, back to the drawing board. So the first attempt may have failed, but I don't see it that way. I see this as an opportunity to play with a new tool. I've got a circle cutting jig for the plasma cutter. It just clamps onto the handle. I drill the little divot in the plate that I'm going to use, and then this I'll be able to just hopefully cut a nice clean circle. I'll have to do like half the cut and then reposition to get it hanging off my bench, but yeah, this should give me hopefully a nice clean circle, and then I'll cut that in half, and that'll become the two sides of the bending die. That's the theory anyway. I mean, my first theory worked out so well. This one's got to be better. Not horrible. Just some of the dross on the bottom. That's all it was. Yeah. Not bad for the first time using something like that. All right, guys, attempt number 2, are the 3/8 plate sides going to be enough to keep it from doing that? They're just tacked in place right now. I haven't fully welded it just in case, but let's crank down on this thing and see if it works. I mean, we already know it bends it, but is it going to bend it in a way that's going to be usable? Hopefully those tacks hold. I hear crunching. I may have gone to the point, that's probably about as far as I can go with where my rollers are set up. So let's see how it turned out. Still hot. Let me grab my gloves. Is it going to be usable or is it junk? Let's take it over to the workbench and find out. All right, so let's talk about the results. I ran a few other tests, so I'm going to show you everything that I've found out. So the first bend obviously was junk. I didn't have the walls come up far enough, and they obviously weren't thick enough, and the whole thing just distorted. I didn't think it was going to distort that bad, but that, junk. Second bend I did after adding those 3/8 thick walls, and they came up well past the edge of the tube. Better, but there's still a lot of distortion on all sides, just all around. You can see it really kind of distorted it. Yeah, not usable. Not, at least not on this tube. So now I know they make like the JD squared pull around type of benders, and those seem to work pretty good. And then there are other ones that people have built, you know, where they can mount it to a bench and they can pull it around and it kind of guides it, and those bend fairly well, a lot better than this thing's doing. But I decided to try it with some thicker wall tube. So this is some 1-inch tube, and I think this is, what is this, 1/8 wall? 3/16, 1/8 wall. And this bent fairly decent. Little bit of distortion here on the sides. So, and the outside divot isn't nearly as bad. This on the inside, that little bar really helped divot that, I think, and helped it bend. And that's not bad. And I know what I can do to improve this because I did it with the thinner wall tube. So that one's not bad. So then I did a 4th bend back with that thinner wall tubing. And this one turned out, I mean, it's still severely distorted on the inside there. The walls kind of bow out a little bit. I know what caused this. What I did was I shimmed it. So in the fixture, there is some play. And what that's doing is, I think that's allowing the sides to bow out too much. So I shimmed this one. I put in just a couple of thin pieces of sheet metal in there to take up that slack. And that prevented some of the distortion. Like I said, now, obviously, there's still a lot of improvements that can be made with this thing. But overall, I mean, it works really good on the thicker wall. And I think if I were to have shimmed this one, it would have done even better. But what I really want is to be able to bend some thinner wall, because I have a project in mind with some aluminum square tubing that I'm going to want to bend. And I may make one of those bench top kind of pull around type of benders. Maybe I'll make one of those, something that maybe I can mount here in the vise, or I can just do thinner wall tube with that. That might be a good project to do in the future. Yeah, I really kind of wanted this to work. It didn't work out quite as well as I had hoped. I think with some improvement, I can make it a lot better though, or at least usable. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell. See you on the next one.